So as a quick case study, I'm going to look at if I was buying a book. I've just watched a YouTube video on Ricky Jay, who's a magician, and he throws cards and they stick into watermelons and they fly over houses playing cards. I'm going, I want to learn how to do that. He's written a book called Cards as Weapons. I want to buy that. So I'm going to do the research. So first thing is I'm just going to head off to Google and do Cards as Weapons Ricky Jay. Now I can see that there are illicit copies of this. I don't want an illicit copy. I want an actual book version of this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go off to Amazon, see what there is. Whoa, this is an expensive book. But fortunately Amazon is kind of telling me there's 3 formats. The hardcover is really expensive. Then there's paperback editions. Now Amazon isn't necessarily great for giving me the different editions, but it's important to know that there's multiple editions of this, and I'm seeing a rough price point. Now in theory, so the cheapest I could get at this point is £70. I'm in the UK, this is from the United States. So if I really wanted to, I could probably order it from the States and get this. It says it's used very good. It doesn't tell me which edition of the paperback that is, so that might not be as good. With books, what I also use is I use Abe Books. I think this is got a .com site as well. So if I type in Ricky Jay Cards as Weapons, and there we go. So I can see, oh look, so this is published by Image Graphiques. That was the first publisher. Then there's Darien House. So there's been at least 3 publishers at different times. So I have to be careful which one I'm buying. I have to know the date for what I'm looking at. But I can see that this is a pretty expensive book. It's going to be possibly hard to get on eBay. Now, I don't have to rely on eBay. We're going to cover this. With its Amazon, I could use something like Camel to monitor the prices. We're going to look at that in another video. I don't think Abe Books lets me set up alerts, but I use Abe Books to check current prices. So I know that there's at least 3 editions. So if I go off to eBay now and look for this, Cards as Weapons, I haven't got the information back yet, so I need to put in Ricky Jay. So there we can go. Now, eBay. This is expensive. £1,000 from America. I don't think so. What I really want to do is make sure that I know how much it costs on eBay. So I'm going to use the completed items for that first, because I'm not convinced it's going to sell often. So £51, £3.90, that actually looks like quite a good buy given what we've seen on Amazon. So someone actually got a pretty good deal there. So we know that things come up on eBay at lower than retail prices. I mean, even that's probably a bit more than I'm prepared to pay, but I know now how much it goes for. Now, the reason I went for completed listings first is sometimes things don't sell. So I can get to see, like this. This didn't sell. This sold because it's in £51. This didn't sell because it's 124. So I can see what's sold because it's in green. But this also lets me see the variance in prices that people list these things at. Look at that. What price? Was that even real? But then £24.97 postage. It's always important to look at the postage. I'm not even convinced that's a real copy. Look how shiny and clear that is, but it might be. It doesn't look like a used book. But I have to do the research first. Now I know what the cover picture looks like. I know what it goes for in retail. I know that it is available on other sites. I know that I could monitor the price in Amazon. I could do a search here. And later on we'll look at how to do different searches and possibly try and pick this up in a bargain in different places. But I've done the research and know roughly how much it costs. So I recommend you do a similar thing for whatever you're doing. And that's pretty much all that I ever do when I'm looking for books. I might look for price guides. If it's in a certain niche, I'll go and look at reviews and other websites to see what they're saying. But that's my main thing when I'm looking for books, Amazon and Abe Books. And whatever I'm looking for, I'll check the completed items and sold items to see how much it goes for to get a picture.